What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trader Trucker. We back at it again with another one. You did. Leasing, man. What leasing taught me about my finances? Leasing turned me into a cheapskate. Because all day long, I'm constantly thinking about how much this load gonna pay me. How much fuel should I put in the truck? Should I go fill it up? When should I fill it up? So basically, it got me thinking about my bills all the time. I'm constantly thinking about my bills. So then when I start thinking about my personal life, my home life, it forced me to start thinking about my bills too. I always say that truck driving allowed me to open up a dialogue about my bills. But it really forced me to, because I start to realize, like, I look like I had more money when I was broke. Facts, man. Like, I was in the mall. I'm going to get the new cool fit. I might go get me some polo. You know, like every now and then, T.I. drop some new cool stuff, hustle gang stuff, and that stuff expensive, man. And I go get that. I go get the new Forces. I really never did the J's. I did the J's occasionally, but them J's are just too high. You know, I had a couple chains. You know, the gold chain, white gold chain. I had all that stuff. But when I was making less money, like half as much money as what I'm making now. So, and then when I got into leasing, you see people always on YouTube talking about they want to get out of, their quality lease because their payment is $600, $700, for some of these $800 for some of these brand new T680s and international Lone Stars or whatever the hell they call. And why would you do anything different with your home life? Why would you want to minimize your expenses in your business life, but not do the same thing in your home life? And something that runs rampant in company truck driving, local on the yard that I'm working on, is people having too many expenses. People paying for, let me tell you something. Your car and my car is going to get us both to work. But my car note is less than half of what yours is. It makes no sense to me. You're out here trying to look good, and you get no return for looking good. You don't get no financial return. No, there's no financial gain in you having that high car note. There's no financial gain in you spending all your money on these expensive clothes. And that's why a lot of truck drivers get exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why you can never tell what truck driver has a lot of money in their pocket and which one is a dead broke one, because the ones that know that they have a lot of money, they want to keep that on the hush. They don't want to be giving out all the game, letting being flashy and showing everything off. Yeah, they might have a nice laptop. There are subtle things that you can see. They'll have a nice laptop or they'll have a nice phone, but really all truck drivers, whether you're spending a lot of money or a little bit of money, got a nice phone. You know what I'm saying? Except for me. I record on this phone right here, but I don't use it much. I got this little raggedy track phone, man. Facts, man. Track phone, I spent $20 on this phone. I had this phone for a year. And it works. Do I have issues out of it? Yes. But no matter what phone you get, you're going to have issues out of it. Ask people that have iPhones. Ask people that have these Galaxy phones and stuff like that. They have issues with those phones too. So I just don't understand. A lot of truck drivers are unhappy with the money that they make, but they have really high expenses, really big expenses. They're making $50,000, $60,000 a year, but they have the expenses of somebody that's making $75,000 or $80,000 a year. And then you're requesting that you get paid more from your company, but it's not the company's fault that you have all these high expenses. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's hot out here, man. But you got to keep your costs down, man. You got to keep your cost of living down. If you live in a place, if you just get your CDL, before I had my CDL, when I saw the amount of money that Miss Diva Trucker was making, $3,400, $1,800, $1,400, $1,500, these checks, man, I was like, man, I'm gonna be balling. I'm gonna be out here having it all. I was telling myself, I'm gonna go get this, that. I'm gonna be flashy. Everybody gonna know that I got this, that. I'm gonna be balling on them, dabbing on them, all that stuff. And I got my CDL, and I was like, nope. You know what I'm saying? Every time my check would hit, I'd be like, I don't really just want to go get that, because once you go get that, there's a portion of your money that you lose. Let me break it down. Okay, so say this is $100, right? This $100 right here. Okay, when you spend that $100, you might spend it on a $100 pair of shoes, right? Okay, $25 of that is just, maybe even half of that, you spent too much. So now what you get is only really worth 50% of what you spent. So you literally throwing money away going to spend that $100 on a pair of shoes or something like that. You just threw $50 away because it didn't cost that much to make that shoe. Then they're going to get dirty and dusty and stuff like that. Meanwhile, you spent $100 on a pair of shoes. I spent $20 because I went to the Walmart and got me some work boots. And I'm going to have 5 pair of work boots. And you're going to have that one dusty pair of shoes. You know, y'all just spending too much money out here. And it don't make no sense. It's not beneficial. You know, let me tell you something. You don't have owner operators. Owner operators, they're rare that are really smart with their business decisions. You know, they minimize all costs when it comes to, you know, running their business. And then they're really frivolous with their personal spending. Those two things don't go together. When you're making really smart decisions business-wise, that's going to fall into your personal life. The way that you make, you know, how you spend your money in your personal life. You know, if you're out here, riding around owner operator and you're looking for the cheapest place to get fuel, when you get in your personal vehicle, if you never look for the cheapest place to get fuel, you're going to start doing that in your personal vehicle too. And that goes for all aspects of, you know, just spending money. But I see a lot of company drivers out here who just throw money. And I shouldn't just say company drivers, because when I was at KLM, there were a lot of people that were just throwing their money at BS. You know, y'all go and get that like I said, that $350 car note every 2 weeks, and then you complaining that you don't make enough money at your job. That doesn't make any sense. You know, you didn't have to go get that car note that's $350, and then you got $200 insurance, and then you're an over-the-road truck driver, and your old lady, you leave it at the house with your old lady, and she dogging it out. You know, the kids done wrote all on the seats and stuff like that. She had a blowout and had somebody come put the donut on. Don't want to go spend $30, $40, $50 or $150 to get a new tire or a used tire put on that truck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make the bad decisions with your money. You know, you don't have to go get the nicest house. You don't have to go get that really expensive apartment. Listen, if you were raised right and you have values and you want to have a nice house, God bless me, man. I apologize. If you want to go get that nice apartment or whatever, that really nice house that's really expensive, you know, that just don't make any sense to me. Go and get you a cheap place. Those values that you have, that you grew up with, that's going to show when you walk into the house. You know, keep your yard cut and stuff like that, and take care of the outside of your house. But when you walk in, that's when people know, you know, who you are. Because you go get this really expensive place, and then you don't have anywhere, you know, any money to put any nice stuff in the place, then you just making a fool of yourself. You just throwing your money into the apartment complex and stuff. That doesn't make any sense to me. You got to be smart in your personal life in order for your work life to, the money that you make in your work life to benefit you. You can't be out here just trying to splurge on everything, going to get you a $2,500 laptop, you know, and just having all these, your running expenses in your home life, they're too high. You know, it just don't make sense. You know, constantly leaving the lights on in your place or something like that, or, you know, if you're in a relationship and your old lady is running up these bills and sucking your whole check down into that house that you got, you're not gonna like your job. You're not gonna be too successful out here. You're not gonna be motivated to stay out here and run your check up, because you're not gonna be able to stack, because the majority of your money is gonna be going back to the house. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get that team effort right. You know, you can't have a ball hog out here, or somebody who's, you know, running back down the court, shooting threes all the time, and they constantly missing them. Y'all got to go for the easy layups, putting points on the board and stuff like that. You know, every possession that you have, every chance that you have with your money, every time you get a paycheck, every possession that you get, make sure you're doing the right thing with it. Make sure that it's going to be effective. Make sure that what you're doing with your money is the best decision that you can make with it. You know, don't be out here just throwing money away. You work hard for this money. Don't be out here just throwing it away at your bills and throwing it away at these girls and going out here and getting you the most basic Camaro and you got the highest note, more than somebody who got good credit paying on the SS model, and you got the RS model and you don't even got the nice rims on it, you know what I'm saying, or the convertible or something like that. You beating yourself out of your check. You know, it's bad enough that the company might be, you know, giving you a low cent per mile, or you feel like you're getting overworked at your job or something like that. You know, that's kind of a different topic, but, you know, you got to be responsible with what you do with your money. Don't be out here blaming anybody else, blaming the company, and then you don't want to come to work because, you know, you running low on money. You just got paid Friday, and by the time you come to work, you really ain't got no money left. You know, you got too many bills. You know, find somebody. You got to be looking. Whatever you looking for, you know, if you're working for somebody that you can get together with and build with, that person is out there. You know, you got to look for that person. You're going to find what you're looking for. If you're just looking for a little female or a male who ain't really bringing in no money, but they just look good and, you know, they satisfy you in all the ways you need to be satisfied, well, that's what you're going to get. So you need to make sure you're looking for the right person to build with. Somebody that sees your goals and understands what you need, and maybe, you know, they can come get you on point and elevate your mind state. You know, that's what you need to be looking for. And I know it's difficult, and I know some of us don't have time for it, but, you know, there's a lot of social networks out here and ways that you can, you know, find somebody, you know, to talk to build with. You guys got to get your mind right out here. I see a lot of people just not doing the right stuff, not doing what they're supposed to do, and it scares me to see it, and it hurts me to see people blaming other people for mistakes that they've made themselves. You know, let's get it together, guys. Hey, be safe out there. Put your seatbelts on, man. Keep your eyes up. Flatbed drivers, when you rolling down the road, man, you know you can do a rolling load check, man. Check your mirrors. Get in your mirrors and see what your load's looking like. Make sure your chains ain't wobbling, your straps ain't wobbling. Pay attention to other drivers when they pass by you. You know, if chances are, if everything's correct with your load, when a driver pass by you, he's just going to give you the thumbs up, but he's not even going to look at you. If he's waving at you, trying to get your attention, he pulls up right next to you, window to window. Look at that guy and see what he needs, man. Hey, let's be at our best out here. It's Trader Trucker, man. I'm gone.